Hey, what's up, guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So, today we are going to be working on. I was hoping that we would have a pin and drill here, but it's not quite going to be a pin and drill. But we have one of these X and I usually call them X and hearts, but X and whatever you want to call it bracelet. But these things are kind of pieces of shit because the pins wear out from running back and forth. And now it looks like on this one's set up a little bit different. It looks like it snapped. Looks like it goes through this hole here, loops around, and then comes down and then has to be welded. This one looks a little bit different. Hold on, let me adjust this camera here a little bit. There we go. Why the hell does this thing keep... I don't know. Let's see if... First off, let's see if we can get it through there. Oh, that bitch is about ready to break. Let's pull that up a little bit. Let's see. There we go, we got it through. So we got it through on the hole in the bottom there. But now we need to see if we can... I don't know that we're going to be able to weld that without it seizing, y'all. That's going to be a tight squeeze. That is going to be a tight fit, y'all. Huh. So you can see I got it looped around. What I'm hoping we can do is loop that around to weld to the thing without it seizing. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. We ain't got much wiggle room. Let's take a look. I was hoping this was going to be a pin and drill because I've been waiting for a pin and drill to show you guys on these type of necklaces and bracelets, but this one's a little different. Alright, let's see if we can't... Hold on, I need some pliers. Need some pliers. There we go. Oh, that bitch. Oh, okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Alright guys, we are back. I'm not sure what happened to the camera there. It decided to do its own thing. But we got that wrapped back around. The thing I'm trying to see is if I'm going to be able to weld it without it seizing. That's my main issue here. If we can weld it without seizing. I'm going to see if I can push that down onto that bar and see if we can get it to weld that way. So like push it down to there and then see if we can get it to weld that way. I think we can. At least I'm hoping we can. That's the hope anyways. So let's go ahead and see if we can't set this thing up here. See if we can get it into a position where it's least likely to seize together on us. I don't know, guys. It's gonna be close. Well, we're working in a tight window. Ooh, that's gonna be tight. That's probably what she said. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and put some boric acid alcohol on here. Let me adjust this camera. It doesn't seem to want to stay upright for some reason. There we go. And we need to go ahead and switch to a 4-tip here. Switch to a 4. Go ahead and burn that off. Burn that boric acid denatured alcohol off. Let that sit for a minute. Let's go ahead and get us some flux here. Now I can just about guarantee you at some point this necklace will break again. All it's going to take is one good tug and one of the other links is going to pop. All the links are stretched out. Some are even twisted, which I'll show you guys after we weld this. I may have already showed you guys before the camera cut out, but I'll show you guys afterwards just in case. Just in case we didn't catch it. Alright, let me zoom you guys in here. Let's go ahead and grab our solder. And let's see if we can weld this thing without it seizing on us. I sure as hell hope we can. I am going to try to keep you guys in focus the best I can here. But see, this is why I put my solder on my pick, because if you were to set your solder on there, you don't have like any control of where it goes. Like, I mean, I know that might work for like maybe ring sizings or ring repairs, but I don't see how that's going to work with, oh shit. I know, I was talking about y'all's guys' way and it was, solder decided to go bye-bye. Oh, I found it. I found it. Damn it, if I can get it. Alright, let's see if we can grab it. Come on. There you go. But yeah, if I was to just set it on there, I don't see how that's gonna work. You have no control of where it goes. And look, I'm not knocking your guys' way, man. If it works for you, it works for you, you know? If it works, it works. If it works, it works. Hoo-hoo! We may have done it, guys. We may have. Oh, I hope it didn't seize. Please tell me it didn't seize. Oh, shit. May have seized it, guys. Damn it. Alright, let's see. Please tell me we didn't seize that damn thing. Let's stick it in water real quick. We'll find out. Ha! Yes! It did not seize, y'all. Fuck yeah. Alright, let me zoom you guys out so we can see. So you guys can see. So here's where we welded it. Right up in the top there. And as you can see, it did not seize. Hallelujah. Did not seize. Now look at this. It's been fixed over here before. Right there. And right there. Hell yeah, y'all. Whew, that was a little hairy carry. For me, anyways. Now, we don't really have a whole lot of filing we're going to do on this. We're going to drop this into ultrasound. And then we'll go polish her up. But I wanted to show you guys what I was talking about. So look at some of these links. See, like this link here. See how stretched it is? See how stretched out and pulled it is? And then look at some of these links, especially down here. See how they're twisting? See how up top here is straight, but then down here they're all twisted up. So this thing takes one good tug and it'll probably pop someplace else. Won't pop where we fix it. Although that is always a possibility, but 9 times out of 10 it's usually going to break someplace else. Especially if you used hard solder, it's very unlikely that it's going to pop in that same spot. But at any rate, guys, I'm going to go drop this into ultrasound, and then we'll go polish her up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're ready to get this thing polished up. You can see it was real easy to find where we welded it, because I know that that's where we welded it, right there. And then this is where it's been welded before there. So that link's been broke a couple times. And as much as I hate to say it, it probably ain't gonna be the last for it either. Because these links are, a lot of these links are stretched out. They just look, they look horrid. To put it mildly. They look like shit. Hold on, let's crank that up real quick. Trying to get the sides and the underneath of that link. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do the clasp here. Clasp all nice and clean. Clasp looking good. All right. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and get the rest of this chain all cleaned and polished up here. Because if we don't, it's going to look awful funny. It's going to look weird. Yeah, these X's and O bracelets, they're bracelets and necklaces, they're hollow pieces of shit. That's what I call them. I don't mean to offend anybody, but anything hollow, especially when it comes to jewelry, I know it's cheaper, but in the long run, it's going to cost you the same if you just bought something that was solid. Because you're going to spend what you saved buying it trying to fix the damn thing all the time. But hey, it keeps me working, keeps me busy, so go ahead and get the underneath side now. Looking good, y'all. Looking good. Alright, guys. You know another thing that's fixing to go? This spring right here. Look, I'm barely touching that. Look how that wiggles back and forth. That spring's close to going. It's getting weak. Well, that's not what they're not paying us to fix it, so. But that's probably going to be the next thing to go. If they don't get it caught first, that spring's going to go eventually. But anyway, guys, let's go drop it in ultrasound, and we'll come back and look at the finished product, y'all. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we are back with that chain. You see we got it nice, clean, and polished. Let me see if I can find. I think this is where we fixed it at, right here. And this is where it was fixed at on the other side there. Or no, it was right here. Right there and right there. Yep. But anyway, guys, we got it fixed. Got the rest of the chain polished. The spring is getting ready to go in that clasp. And these links are twisted to hell and back. Not so much on this side as it is on this side. This side, they're really fucked up. But, hey, what can you do? What can you do? But this is the Gangster Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you would like to leave a tip or donation, the link for that will be down in the description, although it's not required. Just helps the channel grow and show some love if you learned anything. Let's see. If you're looking to buy jewelry in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. And also, if you would check out Big Mike, he has a store down on the further end of 103rd in Jacksonville, Florida. Check them out. Big Mike's a good dude. He's been a solid dude as far as I'm concerned. I've never had any issues with Henry or Mike. We've had some minor disputes, but they were handled very professionally, you know. And that's all I ask for, you know. Just be professional. Don't be a dickhead, you know. And they've always been good to me. You know, we've had some minor issues, hiccups, but nothing major. And hopefully this will be a long relationship. More than I can say for some of the corporate stores, the corporate stores are so. Now I understand Money Miser is corporate as well, but they're not like some of these big corporate. Oh my God. Trying to work with them people. I mean, they hire people who don't know shit about jewelry. They don't know nothing about jewelry. They don't know nothing about jewelry repair. They got managers. They can't tell a blue diamond from a regular diamond. I shit you not. Let me tell this story real quick. I shit you not. I had a ring, and I had to quit doing this store because of this manager. So I'd been doing this store for probably at least 5 years. Well, they fired the manager. They got a new manager. This new manager, I come to pick up the repairs, and it was to replace. I shit you not. I don't think this guy even looked at the ring before he gave it to me. But it was missing one blue diamond. Okay, one blue diamond. And it had a bunch of blue diamonds. I mean, it was a ring that had a shit ton of blue diamonds in it, right? It was missing one. So I replaced the blue diamond, took it back. No big deal. As soon as he looks at it, he goes, all these diamonds were white. Why are they blue now? And I was like, are you for real? He's like, and mind you, these are not big diamonds. These are little itty bitty one pointers, okay? First of all, the amount of time it would take to replace that amount of one pointers is fucking insane. To swap them from white diamonds to blue diamonds, okay? But I was like, are you kidding me? And we got into a big argument about it. I said, well, look, I said, if you think that's what it is, I said, call your customer, have her come up here, and have her tell you what the damn ring looked like when she dropped it off. Sure enough, she come and she's like, yeah, she's like, they're blue diamonds. What's the deal? Well, you know, even after, sorry, I got something in my eyes, guys. I'm trying to talk as I'm telling you guys the story. Even though she come up there and she's like, yeah, they're blue diamonds, this dude still, instead of apologizing, I mean, this dude doubled down, saying that. And then he started trying. I think he was like a narcissist or something. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what kind of personality you call it. But then he started blaming her for lying. I'm like, really? You gonna tell her about her own? Tell her about her own ring? But at any rate, I ended up not having to do that store. I need to check back with him, see if that manager's still there. You know, when they get shitty managers, or they get managers that are just whacked out, I don't do their repairs for a while. Hope they get a new manager eventually. As long as the managers aren't dickheads, you know. But I just wanted to tell you that quick story because that something I said here brought that up. But anyways, guys, this is Gangster Jeweler. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And go see Mike, go see Henry, Blanding Boulevard, and down 103rd. I still got to get the name of that store that Mike's at. I still haven't quite got that, but we'll get it. But anyway, guys, this is Gangster Jeweler. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, y'all.